Well, hello and welcome to this special show where we're looking back at the London Games. Now, today we of course celebrate the 65th Independence Day, and today being as good as a day as any, today is this very valid question. Have we finally broken free from that image of just being a one-sport nation, or are we being blinded by the the shine of those 6 medals that we won in London into believing that yes, we are a complete sporting nation? Of course, like any other debate, this also has 2 sides to it. And I'm joined by 6 very special guests. None of them need any introduction, but I'll try anyway. I'll start with the only lady that we have on the show, Ashwani. We all saw her perform at the London Games. And if it wasn't for that bizarre head-to-head rule, she probably would have been playing the quarterfinals. Also joining us from Mumbai, Raghu Ram. He's a youth icon, a producer, a MTV anchor. We all know him from the famous show Roadies. Talking about an VJ anchor, we have one here in the studio, Gaurav Kapoor. And you've probably seen him anchor all the cricket shows, but he's a big sports fan. And I know he wouldn't admit it, but he's a big Liverpool fan. But the way they've been performing recently,
I'll admit it
he will
gladly.
not admit it on television.
Scouser, Mike.
All right. We've got a cricketer, Sabah Karim, former India cricketer, but he's also a big sports fan. And I know that he was awake most nights during the Olympics watching his favorite athlete, Usain Bolt. Mansher Singh, 4-time Olympian, and we're glad to have him. Vikram Chandra, CEO of NDTV. He's on the other side of the fence this time. Also the anchor of our flagship show, The Big Fight. Talking about a big fight, let me start with a big fight right away and show you this stat which will come up on your screen right now. 55th, that's where India has finished in London, but take a look at that. 4 years ago in Beijing, India had finished at the 50th spot now, so that's a slip of 5 position. And this is the question that we're asking here: has India's performance been better in London, or were they better in Beijing? That 1 gold medal courtesy Abhinav Bindra is what pushed them 5 spots higher. Let me start with the only lady that we have on the panel, Ashwani. Do you still believe, even though we finished below from where we finished in Beijing, that this was India's best Olympic show?
Sorry, yeah. Though we didn't quite get a gold medal at this Olympics, it was still an improvement as compared to how it was at Beijing. And the fact that we've got more medals as compared to last time is an indication that we are improving as a sporting nation.
All right, Vikram, I know you have a very interesting theory on that. As much as I hate everything that's American, the way they drive, the way they spell everything, but the American way, we'd be higher up.
Yeah, because, I mean, at least the way some of the Americans look at it, they're looking at overall medals and not just at gold medals, because there's a statistical problem with this. According to this, a country like Canada, for example, which has got a large number of medals, is really low down. It's number 36 because it only got 1 gold. Same has happened to India. The present system only rewards you if you get a gold medal. So you could have had 30 silvers and 50 bronzes, you would be right at the bottom of the table. Right. So if you look at it in terms of overall medals, we'd be 36th and not 55th.
Okay. Talking about the attitude, Gaurav, you think it's a defeatist attitude to even look at...
It's not much better actually anyway, right? The 36 to the 55th.
You know, you could argue about that. But, you know, having said that, there is a process of change that's happened. I'll give you another statistic. The amount of medals that we won just in 2012 is more than the total medals that we won in a 36-year period before 2008.
Yeah.
So we can go on complaining about what's happened this time, but you do have to have this time.
And we say Michael Phelps won more medals than our entire country ever, right?
He has.
I'm not that worried about whether we were 50th or 30th, etc. We won 6 medals, that's great. To the 6 people who won the medals, I think it's fabulous. Yeah. I think they've done really well. We should applaud them even more because they have succeeded in a system that tries its level best to suppress them. Yeah. Mansher is here, he'll speak about it. He'll speak about all the trouble that athletes in India, who are not cricketers, have with administrators, they have with the system, they have with us as spectators. I don't think the athletes have failed us, even if you look at it like you were saying in a defeatist way. I think it is us who has failed the athletes. We keep failing them. It's a simple thing. Like, for example, you have kids, all of you have kids. If you hug them only on their birthday and then you say, oh, they didn't turn out right. Right? That's the equivalent of this. For 2 weeks in 4 years, we go, oh, let's watch them all the time. Hey, they're doing so badly. And we forget about them. For all the other time, we don't watch them, we don't support them.
While I agree that the system isn't great, and I'll get Mansher on that, but let me ask Ashwani before that. I believe there was a lot of money that was spent ahead of the Olympics, and not just the year before, but a good 3-4 years on our boxers, on our shooters. They were sent abroad for training. So is the system that bad as we portray it to be?
Well, actually, all of us were sent for a lot of training prior to the Commonwealth Games. So the Commonwealth Games was actually a huge blessing for Indian sports. So that really paid off. The fact that we were sent for a lot of tournaments and a lot of exposure was given to all of us, and the results were seen at the Commonwealth Games. And that kind of continued for the next 2 years until this Olympics, and that seriously helped us because we have done well. We haven't done extremely bad as such.
Right. Unfair to blame the system, and finally I've had someone who said that the Commonwealth Games did us good, apart from the negative publicity that it got. But Mansher, you've been part of the system, 4-time Olympian. Do you really think the system is as bad as we say it is?
No, it is bad. There's no question about it. You know,
But how good is the system? Say you've known athletes from, say, Jamaica or Kenya, those places. Is it really so much
let's not
better
compare with Jamaica and Kenya, because I don't know whether all those athletes actually train in Jamaica and Kenya before they go to the Olympics. I think the Jamaicans pretty much do their training in the US. So you never know
so
what
did
the
our
system
Indian
is.
athletes.
Well, we need to, because what happens here, the system is not there. The system is only there for the elite sportsmen. You know, the people who you expect to perform, who perform at the Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, you give them funding and they go ahead and win medals at the Olympics, like we've seen in this instance. But how many of them are there? And are we looking at a medal count of 4, 5, 6 only, or are we trying to increase that? If we have to increase that, we have to change the system.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.